And we're back, Mr. Soda Cox. Transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt that are in response to comments I made against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. If you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead and click off the video. Do not lie and say there's hate speech to my videos, because there is no hate speech to my videos. It's speech you hate. That's a different story. Let's continue on with people getting things wrong in the comment sections and me trying to straighten them out with biologists and basic biology and then getting ticked off about that. Let's go here. Email. Who they. It's also important to other people. They're accepted for who they really are. That the sentence stops for some reason. They are. But who they are is different than what you are. Or who you are is different than what you are. What I am is a large black man. Okay. Large, you can tell because I am probably 6 feet tall. I'm about 6 feet tall. I weigh 200 and I'd say 60, 70, 80 pounds. 260, 70 pounds. Somewhere around there. And dark skin, black skin, we call it black skin. African American, black. And I was born with penis and testicles. Okay, male. Same term, man. Large black man. Done. But there are many large black men. Okay. So yeah, that doesn't, that's not unique. What is unique is who I am. I am me. Webcomics. I like drawing comics, playing video games, comics. So comics. It's different. That's a different one. I like comic. I'll show you a comic though. Yeah. I like drawing comics. Here's a comic right here. Comic, Sonic comic. Right there. I like making animation. There's the animation there. Mugen sprite sheets right there. Ideas, sprite sheet ideas. That was my Sons of Batman type of thing. Yeah, Sons of Batman game, which would have been a cool Arkham style game where you basically play as it was like a fighting game, but you play as different characters in a brawling setting, and try to go through a campaign story, and basically Prometheus is in there, and you're basically trying to get people to who have different fighting styles to hang out and fight against the henchmen he hires, so that he can basically learn their fighting styles, and then you beat them, and then they have enough more power to fight Batman and stuff. So yeah, it was an interesting idea, and hopefully someday I can hook that up at least in some way. So yeah, we'll see about that. Let's continue on here. But that's what I am. I like electronic, like EDM and techno and synth and all kinds of stuff like that. I like a lot of different types of music. That's unique to me. Who I am is different than what I am. That's the issue. These people are getting that confused. They're thinking because they like something, they don't like, because they're getting hated on because they don't like certain aspects of their bodies or something. Something must be wrong with them when nothing is. Doctor has given me clean bills of health. So it's giving me a clean bill of health. So nothing wrong with my body. So you get the clean bill of health from the doctor. But you don't like your body. Sucks. Your body's fine. It's normal stuff. You gotta learn to live with it. Do you on here? Hey guys, also important to other people say who they are. So thank you. That's my point. You say what you are, and that's what makes you. What? Oh, you say what you are, and that's what makes you what it. And that's what it makes you. No, you say who you are, and that's what makes that's who it makes you. Who you are is different than what you are. You want to be a toaster? Oh yeah. There you go. Thank you. That's my point. You say you are what you are, and that's what makes you. It makes you. You want to be a toaster? You're a toaster. As simple as that. I should have thumbed up. That's a good one. So yeah, then so it says. So God, lowercase g, intended for people that live their entire life not being who they actually are. No, what? No, not being who they actually are. No, you are who you are at birth. You are who you are throughout your entire life. You are you now. Are you intended for people to choose not to having a life or living a life not being themselves? I know. No. He made you who you are, and also what you are. But the issue is what you are is immediately is actually decided on immediately at conception. You are from the spawn of two other humans. We humans are spawns of other humans. Okay, so we're humans. What we are is decided already. Decided at conception. Who we are is decided throughout our life. So it's your cost. Now, being yourself is considered crap? No. Lying away while sex is considered crap. So it says, I agree partially with what you're saying, but there were never a he. They were always a she through lies. Ignore his penis and testicles. Ignore his birth certificate. Ignore it. Like, nope, not ignore it. So here goes. There's also a lot wrong with you. Because I say there is. You keep telling the truth. That's not what you're supposed to do. The emperor says he has clothes on. Ignore the fact that you see his cheeks as he was going by. See his butt cheeks as he's going by. Ignore that mole. Ignore it. Ignore the hair. Ignore it. Like, no, not ignore it. Ignore it. There's a lot wrong with you, because I say there is. My proof would destroy my argument, so no proof. So it says, you guys, please stop commenting. You're hurting people a lot more than you think. Their fantasy worlds are being destroyed, totally destroyed by you. Telling the truth. Yeah, that's how it goes. And so dear God, I'm not religious, so what you said is literally irrelevant to me. What made us made us. And he's still watching over us and wanting us to do good. And he gives us instructions, gives us rules, laws and things to help us do better. We have to learn to trust him. We have to choose our own path. We do. Yes, we do. What does the body part have to do with what we want to choose? A lot. Hello. That's your loadout. I gotta make this book. Life is an RPG starring you. Now, there's a book that's also called Life is a Movie starring you. Okay? And I want to make a companion piece called Life is an RPG starring you. Because one of the things about an RPG is there's certain builds. Okay? You could have as a character. There's two builds, but I think three. It's a combination. Let's say there's two main builds, but there's three because of the combination of the two builds. Small. You have a small, medium, and large. Okay, small will be called a high DPS build. Damage per second build. They're each attack they do is not going to be very powerful, but they're very fast. So they can cause a lot more. They can chip away with very fast. A large build is a tank build. They have a high defense. They're very slow but very powerful. And there's the medium build, which is basically all arounder. I call it. It's a combination of small and a combination of big. Not as fast as the small, but not as slow as the big. Not as powerful as the big, but faster than the big. More power than the small. All around build. That's what you're looking for. DPS. Get the RPG terms in there. That's your loadout. You don't get to, unfortunately, unlike in the RPGs, you don't get to choose your loadout. You have to live with the loadout you get. It's randomized basically, or not, but depending on what race, what species you are, what race you are, Tier zoo stuff, that's species. Depending on what biological sex you are, depending on your genetics, you're from a big family, you're going to be big. From a small family of people, you're going to be from a family of large people, you're going to be big. From a family of smaller people, you're going to be small. And medium-sized people, you're going to be medium-sized. It's how it goes. That does not make you you. It gives you that build. So I live with it. Continue on here. We want to choose a lot. You're born with his testicles, you're a male. Yeah, live with that. You're born with ovaries, that's a female. So live with that. Nothing. It's not going to affect society. Have one less man and one less woman or two same sex date each other. Yeah, it does affect society a lot. All this stuff affects society a lot because it's messing them up and causing things like this to happen. It's like mad at a lady who's able to get pregnant or a man who can't get a lady pregnant. It's not. Because when that happens because of a deformity, it's not the same as it happening because someone chose to have their body mutilated, destroy their bodies, I think that happened. That's not how that goes. See you next time. Check me out on YouTube, Deviant Art.